One of the hardest elements on the road to self discovery and self development is that of recognizing the role that we play in our own life and remaining accountable for our overall life satisfaction. Now, bad things happen in life, and particularly if they happen in our formative years, they can really impact on our ability to trust the world, on our ability to engage with other people, and on the way we interpret ourselves and interpret other people and situations. However, that being said, as adults, we have a choice. We can choose to go through life hurting, taking things out on ourselves, taking things out on other people, and feeling very hard done by in victim mode. Or we can make the decision to try and heal, to try and recognize the way in which the wounds from our past impact on our present, on the way it influences our ability to connect with others, on the way in which our triggers cause us to behave, whether it causes us to lash out or to withdraw, and recognize that it's unhealthy for us and for other people. And although it may not have been our fault that we react in certain ways, we are responsible for working through that. We are responsible for being able to put in place better cognitive and behavioral responses to our emotional reactions. You see, the thing is with triggers, they're never going to dissipate completely. You're always going to have strong emotional responses that have been hardwired into you. However, you can intervene a little bit between the stimulus and the response, which is your thought or your behavior. And that is a skill. That's not something that comes naturally. We need to acquire the skills of discernment. We need to create awareness. We need to know what's going on internally in order to be able to intervene with it. And it just saves us so much distress, because if you're going through life and you're reacting to everyone and you're reacting to everything and everything triggers you and you're lashing out and you're kind of severing the ties in your relationship, it's not a nice place to be. You're miserable, everybody else around you is miserable, believe you me, I know. And it just doesn't pave the way for a fulfilling life. It takes up so much energy, it consumes you. You're plowing all of this energy into trying to regulate what you don't even recognize, instead of plowing it into creating a satisfactory, fulfilling, purposeful life full of deep connections and interactions with other people. Trying to manifest joy, trying to manifest happiness, trying to find what it is that fills you with a sense of actualization, self actualization. And I suppose it's recognizing the role that this has to play in our relationships as well. Oftentimes in our relationships, we tend to point the finger very quickly, and we don't always look at the role that we have in, I suppose, whatever conflict it is, because of the way in which we interpret our partner. So it's about being accountable for the way in which we react, recognizing when we may be overreacting, recognizing when the pain that we're currently feeling may be the result of a past experience, choosing to pay attention to the good elements of our partner as opposed to projecting all of the bad stuff on them from past relationships, whether it be in childhood or just previous adult relationships, and recognizing as well that they're doing their best, and that we don't always see things from their perspective, and oftentimes things that we have done may be the instigating element in what is currently going on. And the more discerning we are with ourselves, the more self-aware we are, the more capable we are of being accountable, recognizing the role that we have to play in our own unhappiness, in our conflicts, in the elements of life that we're not making the most of, the more likely we are to be able to assume that responsibility and to transcend what it is that's holding us back, and to live the life that we deserve, that ultimately is there for us if we just choose to take it. But again, it's about making that choice, and that lies with you. If this is something you would like to work with me on, get in touch with me on the website. It's fundamentals.ie.